You're welcome back, guys, and this is another episode for our weekly market analysis where we come on the chart to analyze what has been happening in the crypto market and look for potential trading opportunities for the week. If you love the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit the like button on this video so that it gets to a lot of people. And also, if you would like to learn how to trade like a professional, consider taking the 10x cryptocurrency mastermind, which is a standard and advanced crypto course that teaches you how to analyze the market like a pro using the price action strategy and even also the smart money concept, how to analyze the market using all those concepts or strategies that I use to analyze the market whenever I come here every Sunday, and how you can make lots of money from the crypto and even the forex markets too. So you are going to learn this from the course, so consider getting the course. The link is in the description below. So let's get right to the content. Last week we talked about Bitcoin and Ethereum and I think Matic, and we gave some signals on Bitcoin, and I was looking for a way to long Bitcoin around here last week. Somewhere around here last week. But unfortunately, the market has been choppy. This was what we had last week, Sunday. The market has been choppy, but if you look at it more on the lower time frame, you see that we were able to go from somewhere around 30k to 31.3 in the past 1 week. So that's what we've been able to do in the past 1 week. So, but then looking at it from the higher time frame perspective, the market has been choppy. So now, I like to talk about the higher time frame perspective before I look at the opportunities for the week. Like, I like to look at the bigger perspective, and that is why I like to come on the weekly and the monthly. So let's look at the weekly and see what we have on Bitcoin for the weekly. I said it last week that Bitcoin seems to have topped for the year, and what I mean was that even though I'm not saying it categorically that Bitcoin is not going to pump again for the year, but looking at how the market works and how the market moves, we know that the market, Bitcoin, the crypto market especially the Bitcoin, does not go in one direction for the whole year. In most cases, when we have the bear market, we see that sometimes in the bear market, sometimes in the year, we have Bitcoin moving upward, and once that happens, for the remaining part of the year, we see Bitcoin trying to do some correction. So that is why I feel that Bitcoin is still going to do some corrections this year, and we might have a situation whereby Bitcoin will still come back to the 20k, 21k zone where we started longing earlier, even though we started longing initially in January from this 16k zone. But Bitcoin giving us this hammer around 20k to 21k on the weekly time frame, and which gave birth to this movement, is an indication that we've been having a good time on Bitcoin since January. So I feel that the market has topped out, T-O-P. Market has topped out at some point, and we might be ready for some correction. But then I'm not saying categorically that Bitcoin may not move above 31k. Anything can happen in the crypto market, but the probability are not so high. And the reason being that I was expecting that last week Bitcoin is going to break out of this resistance. This is a strong resistance trying to hold Bitcoin back around this 31,000 today. So the only situation whereby on a long-term basis we'll be looking for a long on Bitcoin. On a long-term basis, please don't misunderstand that for trade we take in a week. On a long-term basis, the only reason why we'll be looking to buy Bitcoin on a long-term basis is if we have a breakout of this area of resistance and maybe a retest, some consolidations, and a massive breakout to around 45k. And that is my scenario for a long-term buy on Bitcoin. But if that does not happen, then I'm very sure that what is going to be happening is the correction that I've been talking about since last week. So since last week, I've been talking about the fact that Bitcoin might start some correction soon, and if Bitcoin does that, then we might be looking for opportunity to short on a long-term basis. So for the next few months, if Bitcoin does not break this resistance, then we might be shorting. But if it does break the resistance and give us some consolidation, then we might still have to go to 40 something K before the market starts some correction. So that is my perspective on Bitcoin for a long-term basis. And also, one reason why I said that is that if you look at this weekly chart, if you look at this weekly time frame, you would see that at this area of value, this is something like a morning star. And you know, morning star formation in most cases give birth to big, massive, bullish movements, you know. But the only thing holding this movement is this resistance. So if this resistance breaks, if there's a breakout of this resistance and a consolidation or a retest, then we might have another massive bullish rally. So the determinant is going to be this resistance for real. So let's be watching out for that too, while we scale down to the lower time frame and look for opportunities for the week. So last week in the Bitcoin market, the market has been very slow, except for Friday, when the market moved down massively, moved up massively, and the market closed as like something like a 50-50 candle, a candle that is not really bullish and not really bearish. You get this candle, this daily candle on Friday. Then the candle on Saturday, which was yesterday, was bullish, but the candle signifies that there is no momentum in the market. There is nothing interesting in the market that's going to move the market. So looking at the market today too, there is really nothing interesting. The market is not giving me the vibe that I need. So most of the time, for me as a trader, as a price action trader, I really don't trade when there is no good reason to trade. Yeah, let me put it that way. No good reason. But then, if you scale to the lower time frame, you might still find some opportunities. So looking at it on the lower time frame, you see that this market has been ranging. Yeah, this is like a range. So the only thing I'll be trading in this market is scalp, and the scalp will come this way. The first scenario is that if this market comes back to this area and hold, I will long, and if it comes to this area and hold, I will short. So I might just continue longing and shorting around this until we have a massive breakout to the upside or to the downside. So that's what I will be trading on Bitcoin for now. I'll be trading the consolidation, longing at support and shorting at resistance. So that is what I would be trading on Bitcoin for now. Bitcoin is in a range, and so far it's still in this range. So whenever the market comes to this 29k, I'll look for a buy, and whenever it comes to this area, I'll look for a sell. But you know, if you watch my videos very well, you know that I'm not a trader that just longs at the support and shorts at the resistance. I look for some confirmation, some candlestick formation. I look for liquidity and other blocks on the lower time frame before I take my trade. So if you don't understand this concept of liquidity, other blocks and stuff like that, I have all these things explained in my 10x cryptocurrency mastermind course. So just make sure you get the course. The link is in the description below or somewhere around this video. So you can just go ahead and get the course, learn how all these concepts of liquidity, order blocks, support and resistance, and how to trade them. So I'm just going to be longing at this support and shooting at this resistance until I have a clear breakout, because the only thing you can do when the market is consolidating, the best thing to do when the market is consolidating is to wait for a breakout. But if you are a very good trader, you can still trade the consolidation on a lower time frame, because this is a 4-hour time frame. You can just scale to 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Even though most of the time I actually don't take my Bitcoin trade on very, very lower time frame actually. But then if you are a good trader, you still can find opportunities to trade on a lower time frame and make some money. So that is that about Bitcoin for the week. Is the movement have not been really impressing, so I'll just have to wait for market to come to this place and find a way to long on a short-term basis and short back and continue like that until we have a clear and a massive breakout. So let's look at the chart on Ethereum. Let's look at the chart on Ethereum and see what we have on Ethereum. So let's look at Ethereum on the daily. Ethereum always gives the kind of vibe Bitcoin gives in most cases. So if you look at Ethereum since last week, the movement on Ethereum since last week has been good actually, compared to Bitcoin at least. The candles are a little bit more bigger than the candles we have on Bitcoin, which means that there is a reasonable amount of volume on Bitcoin compared to Ethereum. So what I'm seeing on Ethereum is this. Looking at this daily candle, so I'm seeing, let me mark out my levels. I'm seeing a level around here and a resistance. I'm seeing a resistance around here, somewhere around here is a resistance. So we need to let me look at it on the weekly. Sorry. Okay, I think that's close. Yeah, the market needs to take out this resistance on Ethereum too before we will be able to long on a higher time frame. But then the market is still giving us something like a candlestick formation, which is a morning star on a higher time frame, but on a lower time frame it's giving us weak rejections, signifying that the market wants to go up, but that resistance is trying to push it down. So what I'm just going to do is the same thing I did on Bitcoin. Yeah, so you can see these levels. Let me just go to the 1 hour. You can see I'll just be trading the market between these levels. Okay, let me do it this way. Perfect. Between these levels, I'll be trading the market within these levels. So whenever the market comes to this support, I look for buy, target this place. Whenever it comes to this resistance, I look for sell and target it until I will have a clear breakout. So both Bitcoin and Ethereum are at areas where we need to see a momentum in the market. We need to have a good breakout from them before we can make long-term decisions. But then when the market is not giving you the vibe, when the market is not giving you a good opportunity to trade for short term, you just have to be patient and wait for your setups to come. So I actually don't have a straightforward trade on Bitcoin and Ethereum for now, but I'm hoping that if the market comes to this area and gives me the vibe to buy, I'm going to be buying, and I'll be targeting this 1941 area of value, which is a major support, major resistance on a higher time frame that we must break before we can have a massive bullish continuation on Ethereum. So you know, this is the same vibe that Bitcoin is giving, and it is cool. So sometimes in the market, one of the things you have to learn as a trader is patience, because sometimes in the market you don't, when you as a trader, you must have an edge. You must have criteria for entering a trade, not just that you are just going to get into any trade and enter it anyhow, or anywhere you see an opportunity. You must have some criteria for entering a trade. So sometimes when your criteria are not met, you just have to be patient with the market and let the market give you that opportunity to enter the trade. So once the market gives you the opportunity, there is high probability of you being able to make a reasonable amount of money from the market than just trying to jump into anything you see in the market and trying to find a way to trade every level. So for now on Bitcoin, the market has been slow, so I'm waiting for it to trade it on scalp if you come back to that area of value, which is the support around this area for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'll be looking for a short-term movement from this place to this place. But if the market is able to break the resistance on Bitcoin and Ethereum and stay above it, then the rest is history. We will just have to take a continuation bullish pattern, bullish movement. So that is my bias for Bitcoin for the week. So let's look at just one more thing, because this video is getting a little bit long and I don't want it to be too long. Let's look at Mana, and let me see what I can get on Mana. Alright. Okay, so this Mana also seems to be bullish, but it is approaching an area of value around here. So the only thing I'm looking at is a breakout of this resistance to take a long, or a rejection at this resistance to take a short back to here. So I'm looking at two things at this area of resistance: a breakout or a rejection. So if we have a breakout, then it's going to be a long trade, and my targets would be here. My target would be here, and if it's a rejection, it's going to be a short trade, and my target would be here for the week. So that's the thing I'm looking at. I'm looking out for on Mana for the week. So let's quickly look at let's look at ADA. Let's look at ADA. ADA is also giving me a double bottom formation, and it is approaching a resistance. Almost all these coins are approaching a resistance. You can see a resistance around here. So what I'll be doing is the same thing I did on Mana: a breakout of that resistance, or a neckline, depending on whatever you call it, and the formation you see, a breakout of the neckline and a massive bullish movement targeting somewhere around here, or a rejection and a bearish movement and a bearish trade targeting this place, targeting here. So that is what I'll be looking for on Mana too. So those are the things, those are the trades I'll be taking for the week for crypto. And I trade forex too, but I have not started my forex analysis. If you want me to start an analysis on forex, please let me know in the comment section. Put it there, and put in the currency pairs or commodities you would like me to start analyzing in forex market. Put it in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week.